Call this meeting to order on Tuesday, September the 3rd, 2019. I want to welcome everyone. Very glad to have with us tonight Pastor Whit Martin of the Smyrna First United Methodist Church at 1315 Concord Road, who will come forward at this time. Nice haircut. He will give us our invocation, and the air just came on. I'm telling you, and lead us in our pledge of flags. Everyone, please stand for the invocation and the flag. Pledge of flag. Okay. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Whit, and for those folks that interested in attending the Smyrna First United Methodist Church, I'm sure they'd love to have you. So one of our biggest churches. Thank you so much for coming and doing the invocation. Agenda changes. We do not have any under the mayoral report. I know we've got a couple of recognitions. But I do want to mention, I'm going to mention this at the beginning and at the end, that Vittles on South Cobb Drive opens this Thursday. Much anticipated. They've really worked hard to redo that. The folks that previously owned Dolly's out in Mableton, Austell, are the new owners, and we look forward for them coming in with the meat and three vegetables. And so they open up Thursday morning. So Thursday morning, Vittles on South Cobb Drive across from the old Dairy Queen. Under the mayoral report A 2019-297, are you going to read this, or am I going to read it?
Scott is going to read the background.
Okay, Scott's going to read the background, and then we'll go from there. We're going to recognize some of our wonderful employees.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I don't think I've been out here in some time. We're going to recognize excellent customer service tonight. So we're going to highlight 5 separate employees. For the first quarter 2019, we want to start off with the Award for Ongoing Excellence in Customer Service, Rodney Spotsville and Sharon Wujit. Yeah, there we go. Sharon are both awarded the City of Smyrna Award for Ongoing Excellence in Customer Service. Rodney and Sharon have both served at the front desk receptionist, trying to get away there, in City Hall with the administration department for the last 3 years. They are the first face most people see, and they are the voice in the phone, and they always treat people with courtesy. And they go out of their way to make sure citizens understand where to go and who to speak with. The city clerk's office has received many phone calls and emails complimenting the city on how helpful they are. We're so lucky to have you both. If you don't mind, please come forward.
Now these are the first 2 folks that you usually see when you come into City Hall. And I'm going to tell you, they are such a great reflection on not only our government, but our city. I love seeing them every day. They're always smiling. They laugh at all my stuff.
Thank you.
They're just good folks. Don't start crying now.
And one do one photo each, and then one do together.
One over here.
Next. Background there.
Sorry. Yeah, what's new? I might take them to Vittles Thursday morning, maybe.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all very much. Do y'all want to say anything? You can.
I want to say this is
Microphone.
I just want to say thank you all. Thank the citizens, the residents of Smyrna. This is truly an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you also. You all have welcomed us and been so helpful and so understanding when we've made some boo-boos. So I appreciate your patience, City Council and all the citizens, because I really enjoyed working here. Coming from a corporate environment is a lot different, but it has been really, really enjoyable. So thank you so much. And this is really special. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
All right, next up is our Jonko Award for Service Excellence in Action, and that is going to go to Bill Warren in Public Works. Bill Warren is awarded the Jonko Award for Service Excellence in Action. Bill Warren serves the city as the Fleet Foreman in Public Works Department. He's worked with the city of Smyrna for a year and a half now. Prior to joining the city, Bill worked for 25 years in the trucking industry and has worked for the Cobb School District and is a driving safety instructor. He's known nationwide for his training approach to the Smith driving system, which many other communities use as a guide. Bill has extended his knowledge to city employees by implementing standard operating procedures for an accident-free workplace. He's made the workplace safer for Smyrna staff and the community safer as a result. Bill, come on up, sir. Congratulations. Ooh. Let me get out of your way. I'll shake your hand too. There you go.
Yes, sir. I just want to thank everyone. It's been fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed working here. Thank you for the opportunity and look to see more. I have since then moved up a spot. I am now supervisor for buildings and grounds.
Oh, great.
So I'm the one you can yell at now. So.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I did turn it down before I got here, so thank you very much.
Thank you, congratulations.
And congratulations again on the promotion. Now we're going to go to the second quarter of 2019. The award for ongoing excellence in customer service goes to Dan Campbell in IT. So if you've ever worked with IT, I'm sure you've worked with Dan Campbell. Campbell's awarded the City of Smyrna Award for ongoing excellence in customer service. Dan has been with the city for 7 years in the IT department and serves as the system support specialist. He has always shown a professional and helpful attitude when working with people and always puts in the extra effort to keep IT running smoothly. Come on up, Dan. There you go. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, sir.
And from time to time, you'll see Dan running around with the headband on. He's jogging, but he'll run in the hottest weather. But he's always helpful.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Tammy, Mayor and Council. Really appreciate it. It's been here 7 years with the city and 20 years as a Smyrna resident. Okay. Even though I'm a damn Yankee, I can grill better than anyone here. So I hope you enjoy my wings tonight. I want to thank you again, both me and my wife.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dan.
Can I say something? Dan Campbell has the patience of a saint because my phone and my laptop both went crazy last week, and he was the only one in there working by himself. So, but he was very patient, got it all straightened out, and now I can actually get mail again. Thank you.
And our last but not least award, the second quarter of 2019, the Award for Ongoing Excellence in Customer Service. Excuse me, this is the award for Service in Action. K-9 Officer Daniel Sperano is awarded the Jonko Award for Service Excellence in Action. He serves in the Special Operations Unit with the Smyrna Police Department on May 25th during the Memorial Day holiday weekend. Officer Sperano prevented a United States Navy veteran from attempted suicide. He was working an off-duty job at a gas station near Veterans Memorial Highway in Mableton, and a concerned citizen reported a gentleman acting strangely on the bridge. It turned out the man was planning to jump from the bridge, but thanks to Officer Sperano's quick thinking, compassion, and disregard to personal harm, he was able to avert disaster and save the gentleman's life.
I would hope we got some kind of award for, Daniel, tell us who this is. Oh, yeah, okay, get a picture first. It's a big gun too, ain't it?
All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. Photogenic too.
Mayor, Council, I'd like to just thank you guys. It's been a good 2 years already. Let's hope for another good 18 plus. Thank you, guys.
What about that? Introduce your friend.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. This is K9 Max. He's named after the mayor, as he tells me every time I see him. But we've, what do you mean?
No, we appreciate all the work all of our employees do, and y'all, what a great reflection that y'all provide for us. And I've always said this, it's all about the folks that work for us and provide whatever department you're in. We appreciate all you do, and it's quite an honor to have a dog named after me.
Well, we appreciate your support.
He's a good boy. Max.
He's like, it's dinner time.
Good boy, good boy. Thank y'all so much.
Guys.
Our last gift is y'all don't have to stay for the meeting. Thank you, Tammy and Scott. That was very well done. Under 4, land issues, zonings, and annexation, we have nothing. 5, privilege licenses, we have nothing. 6 is formal business A 2019-296, approval to purchase a new TB 260 2019 Hoochie mini excavator with rubber tracks and open cab through sole source contract number 091615 URI United Rentals Branch 951 1151 North Point Parkway, Ackworth, Georgia 30102, funded by the FY20 Vehicle Replacement Fund for a total cost of $55,295.75, and authorize the mayor to execute any related documents. Ms. Jones, the background.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. The Public Works Department was authorized $58,000 in the fiscal year 20 Vehicle Replacement Fund to purchase a mini excavator. The equipment will be purchased using the Sourcewell contract number 091615 URI United Rental. The equipment has been competitively bid through this cooperative contract. The Public Works Director and the Purchasing Manager recommends approval of this purchase in the amount of $55,295.75. It came under budget. From the fiscal year 20 Vehicle Replacement Fund, from the United Rentals Branch 951, 1151 North Point Parkway, Ackworth, Georgia, 30102, and authorize the mayor to execute any related documents.
It's under Mr. Corky Welch's chairmanship as chairman of the Public Works Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm going to make this short. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 2019-296, the approval of purchase of a new TB 260 2019 Tahiuchi mini excavator as previously described by both the mayor and city manager.
Have a motion second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion, please vote.
Wait.
It's approved 7-0. Item B, 2019-299, award RFQ 20-001, City of Smyrna resurfacing projects to the lowest bidder, Bartow Paving Company, Inc., at 1055 Roland Springs Road, Cartersville, Georgia, 3012, funded by LMIG and SPLOSH in the amount of $1,399,805.68. Authorize the mayor to execute any related documents. Ms. Jones, the background, please.
The City of Smyrna requested bids for various resurfacing projects. 3 bids were received. The Public Works Director, Purchasing Manager, and Croy Engineering reviewed the bids and recommend award of RFQ 20-001 resurfacing to the lowest bidder, Bartow Paving Company Incorporated, located at 1055 Rolling Springs Road, Cartersville, Georgia 30121, in the amount of $1,399,805.68 to be funded out of LMI and SPLOST, and authorize the mayor to execute any related documents.
Mr. Corky Welch, who chairs Public Works. Mr. Welch.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm going to give just a little bit of information on the funding for these projects. One is what's commonly known as LMIG, and this is the funding that is provided to each and every city in the state of Georgia by the state of Georgia. The other funding, of course, is SPLOST, which all of you are familiar with, and we supplemented our LMIG funds for 2019 with our SPLOST fund. But with that, I'd like to make a recommendation of award, item number 2019-2999, award of RFQ 20-011 City of Smyrna resurfacing projects to the lowest bidder, Bartow Paving Company Incorporated, out of Cartersville, Georgia, in the amount of $1,399,805.68. Authorize the mayor to execute all related documents.
Second.
Motion is second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of the motion? It's approved 7-0. Item C, 2019-300, approval to award RFP 20-005 video surveillance projects for Smyrna Jail to the lowest proposer, Control Access Inc. at 1420 Williams Drive, Marietta, Georgia 30060, funded by the FY20 CIP in the amount of $122,650, and to authorize the mayor to execute any related documents. Ms. Jones, the background, please.
The City of Smyrna Police Department budgeted funds to upgrade and replace the current camera system at our jail. The upgrade will provide the ability to retain video data and provide visual watch in all areas that the inmates occupy. Staff requested information from Cobb County's government regarding their request for qualifications bid 17-6243 for enterprise video surveillance and access control systems. Controlled Access Incorporated is one of the awarded suppliers, and their proposed system is compatible with our network infrastructure. The police chief and the purchasing manager recommends approval of this camera system from Controlled Access Incorporated in the amount of $122,650, and it will be funded by the fiscal year 20 CIP.
Mr. Derek Norton, who chairs the Public Safety Committee. Mr. Norton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is something that the chief has said we need at the jail, and I'm happy to make the motion to approve item 6C, 2019-300, approval to award video surveillance project for Smyrna Jail to Controlled Access, Inc., funded by fiscal year 20 CIP in the amount of $122,650.
Second.
Motion is second to award this bid. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion? Approved 7-0. Item D, ordinance 2019-17, approve to amend to the City of Smyrna Code of Ordinances, Chapter 66, entitled Offenses and Miscellaneous Provisions, by adding Section 66-17, prohibiting the sale of tobacco products to persons under the age of 21 and prohibiting the possession, use, and purchase of tobacco products to a person under 21 years of age. I will ask that Mr. Tim Gould, who has the, I won't say the author, but he has worked very hard with the schools and the law enforcement folks to bring this forward. Mr. Gould.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Let me just read a little background on the issue. Based on information given by professionals, the city recognizes that tobacco use is the foremost preventable cause of premature death in America. It causes nearly 500,000 deaths annually. It has also recognized the increasing use and prevalence of e-cigarettes and vaping devices represents a significant and ever-increasing risk to the well-being of our youth of the city of Smyrna. The purpose of this ordinance is to reduce access to tobacco products, including e-cigarettes and vaping devices, among adolescents and improve the health within our community and ultimately save lives. A little bit of background on the issue. The City of Smyrna received input from local educators, concerned citizens, medical professionals with expertise around the effects of nicotine on our youth, and advocates knowledgeable of the dramatic increase of use of e-cigarettes and vaping devices by those underage. These stakeholders include representatives from Campbell High School, American Heart Association, the coordinator of the Georgia Tobacco Free Youth Project, Cobb Douglas Community Health, area private school administrators, State Representative Terry Newlowitz, and other citizens of Smyrna. Noteworthy statistics and facts around the negative consequences of vaping and e-cigarettes include 1 in 4 high school students use e-cigarettes and vaping devices, representing a 9 to 100% increase in usage since 2011. Young people are substantially more vulnerable to the addictive effects of nicotine compared to adults. We saw a 78% increase in use by high school students from 2017 to 2018, and a 48% increase by middle school students. 3 out of 4 teen smokers continue into adulthood. 95% of lifelong smokers started before the age of 21. Tobacco use, and specifically e-cigarettes and vaping products, are an existing, growing problem with lifelong consequences for our city's young people. Based upon the information given by the local stakeholders and content experts, the city recognizes that an ordinance aimed at reducing the use of tobacco products by those under the age of 21 is suitable to protect the health and well-being of our youth and community. This ordinance and recommendation is supported by your staff and the Chief of Police and the Police Department. With that, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to open the floor to any questions by council or staff.
I'd like to make a statement as well. Councilman Gould, thank you for bringing this forward. This is very important in my opinion, and I've read through the ordinance that we are proposing. But what I want others to understand is that this is not just a local or a regional issue. It's something that's happening statewide with our young people, our precious lives that we have out there that we must work very hard to save. So the one thing I do want to say, and I hope that many of my state representative colleagues are listening, is that I look to the state to and the representatives to take the initiative further than what we're doing to level the playing field across the entire state so that everybody will understand the detriment that the e-cigarettes and the vaping is doing in our young community.
Anyone else? Mr. Fennell?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have long raised the issue of tobacco in our society and how much a scourge to our society it is for all ages. My father was a lifelong smoker, and he is still in his latter days suffering the effects self-inflicted by tobacco. I see too many of these young people getting involved in tobacco and this new product that's on the market. I'm typically a libertarian, so I don't like us to get involved in something of this nature. I am of the opinion that the Georgia Constitution provides what we can do at the local government level, and I know our capable legal counsel has worked with the state lawyers on the constitutional issue so that we don't step over that line. I worry that we're not going to fashion a whole lot of a remedy here, but we do have an obligation, as Mr. Gould has shared with us, to try to do something to send this signal. And I think today the goal is to send a signal that by virtue of us raising the issue, that more attention be drawn, both at the state level, as Ms. Blackburn mentioned, but also at the federal level, as the United States Congress has to address the issue regarding advertising and the availability of the product and the legality of the product that is made available to our young people. I, like a lot of the rest of the council, favor supporting our local schools and our precious young lives, so that in future we don't put ourselves in a situation where we're dealing with the ramifications of the negative outcomes. I feel for the police department having to enforce certain components of the law that have some ambiguity, both at the local, state, and federal level. So hopefully the jurisdictions beyond this council can speak to those issues clearly and quickly.
Anyone else?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Norton.
Just want to thank Councilman Gould for his leadership on this. This issue has many parallels from a local versus state issue to what we did on the distracted driving and hands-free a couple of years ago. You know, we identify an issue in our community that's a problem, and we take a lead role in addressing it, and I'm proud of our city for doing that, and thank you for Councilman Gould bringing this forward. This is an issue that needs to be addressed, and hopefully we'll send a signal to the legislature.
Anyone else?
I don't agree with this totally, but I see that there is a need to try to do something about the crisis that is evolving. So if this will help, then I will go along with it. But I really think that this is more of a national or a state issue that it should be dealt with, and not a local city government. But who knows? Maybe we can make a difference.
Anyone else? Have a motion and a second to approve this. All those in favor of the motion? I thought we had, approved 7-0. Thank you very much. Item 7 is commercial building permits. We have none. Item 8, consent agenda. I'm going to ask that we, once we read that A, B, and C, that we vote on those first, and then we'll vote on D. So, Ms. Jones, will you read the A, B, and C for council's approval first?
The consent agenda reads as follows. Approval of the August 19th, 2019 Mayor and Council meeting minutes. Item B, approval of the August 19th, 2019 pre-council meeting minutes. Item C, approval of the August 15th Committee of the Whole meeting minutes.
Mr. Mayor, move approval of 8A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. Motion is second. All those in favor of the motion? It's approved 7-0. Item D, will you please read that?
Item D, approve the closing of the following streets for the Smyrna Parks and Recreations, Casper's Friendly Carnival and Movie, and the Smyrna United Task Force event: King Street from Village Green Circle to Bank Street, and the entire Village Green Circle from Atlanta Road from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday, October the 11th, 2019.
Hear a motion to approve item D. A motion. And I got a second. All those in favor of the motion? That's 5, 4, and 2 nays. Mr. Norton, Mr. Welch voted in the negative. Item 9 is committee reports. We'll start tonight with Mr. Derek Norton.
No report this evening. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Ms. Andrea Bluestein.
No report this evening.
Ms. Marilyn Blackman.
Thank you, Mayor. Just want to once again reiterate, Census 2020 is coming up, and hopefully, Scott, when it comes around to your turn, you'll just elaborate on that a little bit more. It's important that we be counted. I always say hashtag Smyrna Strong, Smyrna Counts, so let's do that. And then also a big congratulations out to my friend, Miss Charity, with Vittles. I'm excited that they will be opening on Thursday, and I'm going to be right in line with the mayor, front and center, making sure that I get my 3 vegetables and whatnot. So again, congrats to them, and look forward to being there on Thursday. And with that, I yield.
Mr. Corky Welch.
No report this evening, Your Honor.
Ms. Susan Wilkinson.
Thank you, Mayor. I also want to mention Vittles opening. I've had a lot of calls from citizens. A lot of people in Ward 5 are very excited to have Vittles reopening, and I'm very excited too. So, and with that, I yield.
Mr. Tim Gould.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report tonight, sir.
Mr. Ron Fennell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to call people's attention to the annual report published. It's on our website. It's a very worthwhile read. If any Smyrna citizens want to ask questions about it, please let us know. It's a very detailed report. We're proud of the fact that the city of Smyrna has been a responsible steward of the taxpayer dollars, and we continue to do so, as is evidenced in the report. And thank you for the staff, all of the staff who helped put this together and continues to shepherd our fiscal responsibility. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
The mayor had to take off. I'll be chairing the rest of the meeting. Going to citizen input. Okay, we'll have citizen input now. The first person to speak is Alex Backery, 3459 Shawnee Trail. Comments. What's that? Is Alex Backery in the audience would like to speak?
Well, since the mayor has left, my first comment was that since we're not having a debate, I would have loved to have asked him how he could justify the loss of millions of dollars of taxpayer money without any feedback from the taxpayers on purchasing real estate in this city. I guess since he's not here, I can't get an answer to that one. But the taxpayers have a right to know how their money's being spent, and they were denied. Secondly, I'm working with Senator Perdue and the Lieutenant Governor to pass a bill that lobbyists cannot run for elected office on the local level for the state. I'm looking forward to the progress being made on that. I've surveyed over 300 people, and they totally agree that it's a conflict of interest for lobbyists to run on the local level. And Mr. Norton is a lobbyist. I find that to be a conflict of interest. And since the mayor has endorsed him, I find that as a very large dark spot on his legacy. I truly hope the people of Smyrna realize that this is not just me, it's many, many other people, that this will be an issue in this coming election in 2 months. Thank you.
Ms. Maryline Blackburn, 1034 Huntington Trace.
Good afternoon, council members, and to our audience out there. Maryline Blackburn, I am the current Smyrna City Council representative for Ward 3, and I come before you to share that I will be seeking re-election for Ward 3 because I care about my community, because I care about the integrity that I carry with me. I care about our community in which I love and want to make sure that we're very inclusive. And I also care about the mere fact that we want to respect each other, whether it be here on the council or our community as well. And then the most important part is excellence, the excellence in which I believe our community has and will continue to have. So I look forward to representing Ward 3 once more again. Maryline Blackburn, Smyrna City Council, Ward 3.
Mr. David Monroe, 4952 Ridge Oak Run. Comments.
Thank you. Thank you, council. Thank you, citizens of Smyrna. I have enjoyed working with the city for more than 10 years on various committees. I've lived in the city for 21 years in Vinings Estates, and got more involved about 10 years ago when I retired from Marriott and Ritz-Carlton as an executive in sales and marketing and at corporate level. After retiring, I began serving on volunteer committees in Smyrna for the Smyrna Vision, Planning and Zoning, and currently the Georgia Initiative for Community Housing, or our new name is Charms. So it's been wonderful being a part of helping Smyrna grow and being a part of Ward 7. I currently serve as the Commissioner for Planning and Zoning, and I've enjoyed that position. I love the city, the city and the citizens. I believe they deserve clean air, water, and an environment. With the largest high school in Cobb County, I'll assist our community school foundations to improve their message about how good our schools are. So with all these things going on in community development, it's been exciting to be a part of that. And I think that it's exciting that we have 27 more years left on that little lease down at the end of Spring Street for SunTrust Park. I'm excited to help with our smart growth. Thank you for the time. This coming the 15th of September, I'll have a kickoff at Vinings Estates Crest Ridge Clubhouse, and we're featuring Barrett Carter, who's on a lot of committees for Smyrna. He's known as the Eggy Bear Chef, and we'll have a kickoff for the first home game for the Atlanta Falcons from 4 to 7, and then watch the game. So thank you all. I hope if you live in Ward 7, please vote for me.
Ms. Andrea Bluestein, 2407 Country Park. Comments?
Good evening. You know, time flies, I guess, when you're having fun. But I just got to looking at some paperwork the other night, and I feel like I worked for the city as long as I've worked for Delta. I had spent 38 years working for Delta before I retired, and I loved the different places I went to and the people that I met. Some were a little odd, but for the most part, they were great. And then because of Ron Newcomb, I spent 10 years on the Planning and Zoning Board for the city of Smyrna, and didn't think a thing about that either, although I enjoyed it greatly. And now I have done 2 terms, which are for 8 years on the city council, and I have to have another 4-year term to get finished with some of the things that I want to do. So citizens of Ward 2, please try to make it so that I can have 1 more term to finish up my projects. Thank you.
Susan Wilkinson, 2805 Stone Creek Road.
Hello, my name is Susan Wilkinson, and I've been serving on the City Council now for 2 terms. I live in Ward 5 of Smyrna. I've lived there for 33 years, and I met my husband 30 years ago, who was also a resident of Ward 5 in Smyrna, and we've raised our family in Smyrna, and I just want to say I love Smyrna. And it's been an honor and a privilege to serve the citizens of Ward 5 on the City Council. And with that, I also want to let people know that I am seeking re-election, and I would love the honor and privilege to continue to serve and be a strong voice for the citizens of Ward 5. Thank you.
Thank you. And the last one is me, so I'll come down. Good evening, everybody. I'm Derek Norton. I currently serve as your council member for Ward 1. I'm in my 4th year as council member, and in 2017, I had the honor of being named Mayor Pro Tem by Mayor Bacon, and that's a capacity that I still serve in today. I want to take this opportunity to formally announce officially that I am running for mayor of Smyrna. Laura and I, my wife, couldn't be more excited about the campaign. We don't know what y'all think, but we think we got a pretty special thing here in Smyrna. A lot of energy, a lot of momentum, a lot of potential, and we're moving in the right direction. And I'm the only candidate in this race that has the experience to continue us moving in the right direction without skipping a beat. Laura and I have a 2- and 4-year-old, Jack and Sam. We're going to raise our family here. We wouldn't want to do it anywhere else. We love this city, and we've got all the motivation in the world to make it the best place that it can be. We've been campaigning for the last several months and have met hundreds of Smyrna residents over the course of going door to door, and that's been really great. We have enjoyed the support. We've been overwhelmed, really, with the support from the community, and I want to say thank you for that. If we haven't been to your door yet, we're coming, and I can't wait to have the opportunity to talk with you and listen to your concerns and find out what's important. We have 41 days to early voting on October 14th and 63 days to the election on November 5th. Not that anybody's counting. But we're going to be working hard all of those days to try to earn your vote and support. And I hope to have the honor to lead this city and continue to build on the foundation that Max Bacon has created here. Thank you. All right. If there's no other business to be brought before this body, I declare this meeting adjourned 7:41.